All right, so you want to crack the code of YouTube, right? But maybe without becoming the next big on-screen personality. Yeah, I hear you. Let's see if Matt Parr's Tube Mastery program actually delivers on that.
You know what I found interesting? It's that business mindset he stresses right from the get-go.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not all this fluffy, make cool videos kind of stuff. He's talking about building a system, like a legit business approach to YouTube.
okay. Now I'm intrigued. But also a bit skeptical, gotta be honest. Isn't YouTube crazy competitive these days?
Holy, he addresses that right away.
Does he?
Oh yeah, head on. Says there's more competition, sure, but the audience is way bigger too.
Okay, that makes sense.
Most people, he argues, are just winging it, not using a real strategy.
I see, I see.
That's where his program comes in. Less about working harder, more about working smarter,
Yeah.
finding that profitable niche.
Right.
And not just any niche, he's really specific about this. He calls it get this, a high CPM niche.
Oh, what? Okay, you got to break that down for me. I'm not sure I'm totally fluent in all the YouTube lingo.
Right on, right on. CPM, cost per mil, it's basically how much you can make per 1,000 views, from ads mainly.
So high CPM means more earning potential.
You got it. So it's not just about picking whatever you're into, it's about being strategic.
I'm starting to get it. So instead of going with my, I don't know, my passion for underwater basket weaving,
Laughing.
I need to find something with an audience, something that can actually generate some income.
Exactly. And get this, he actually gives you a list. Over 100 proven profitable niches.
Oh, wow, for real.
And if that's not enough, another list with 239 example channels just to show you what's working.
Okay, that's pretty helpful, especially for someone just starting out.
Like a blueprint.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to that whole understanding the market thing, right?
Yeah.
He gives you the tools and data to figure out what people are already looking for.
So it's passion, but with a purpose, like a profit-driven purpose.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm on board so far. But even with the perfect niche, there's still the YouTube algorithm, that mystical beast.
Right. And everybody is always trying to please it, but no one seems to know how.
Exactly.
Well, Parr says he's cracked the code. That's where his data-driven approach comes in.
Okay.
He lays out the algorithm, debunks some myths, gives you actual strategies for organic growth.
Like what kind of strategies?
Well, a lot of it's about keyword research and SEO.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
But he also mentioned this thing called the 33 rule.
The what?
The 33 rule, it really piqued my interest.
Okay, what is it?
He didn't get into the specifics in the materials you provided, unfortunately.
No, come on. He can't just drop that in.
I know. I was hoping he would too. But he makes it clear that it's a core part of his strategy.
So what? It's like a secret sauce.
Kinda, yeah. And he does say it impacts how you set up your channel, not just individual videos.
Interesting. So this 33 rule applies to your whole content strategy.
It seems that way, yeah.
Yeah.
But we need to dig into his full program to unlock that mystery.
Ugh, now I'm even more curious. All right, so we've got our niche. We're starting to get a handle on the algorithm. But what about the actual videos?
Now that is where Module 5 comes in. He knows that video creation can be scary for some folks.
Yeah.
So he breaks it all down, makes it manageable, really emphasizes efficiency too.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Efficiency is good.
Definitely. And he's a big proponent of scripts and voiceovers, says it streamlines everything.
Scripts and voiceovers. So even if I'm not some video editing whiz, I can still make engaging stuff.
That's the idea. He even gives you fill-in-the-blank script templates.
Oh, templates, you say? Sounds like he's making it pretty foolproof, even for someone like me who's more comfortable with words than with, like, you know, cameras and editing software.
That's exactly what he's going for, taking away the intimidation factor. And for editing, he actually recommends free software.
No kidding.
Yeah, no need to break the bank on fancy programs when you're just starting out.
Music to my ears. Okay, so you've calmed my tech anxieties, but now I got to ask about the business side of things. How do we actually turn these YouTube dreams into, you know, cold, hard cash?
The million-dollar question, right?
Pretty much.
And Parr definitely sees this as a business. He covers ad revenue for sure.
Yeah, got to monetize those views.
Absolutely. But he's also big on exploring other ways to make money beyond just the ads.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Alternative monetization methods, you say. Spill the tea. What are we talking about here?
Think about it. You found your niche, you're creating awesome content, building a loyal audience. People trust your opinion.
Right.
He wants you to leverage that trust, create multiple streams of income.
Okay, multiple income streams. I like the sound of that. But how do you actually do that through YouTube? Give me some examples.
So let's say your niche is, I don't know, sustainable living.
Okay, I'm with you.
You could partner with eco-friendly brands, feature their products in your videos, affiliate marketing, you know. You get a cut every time someone buys through your link.
So it's like recommending stuff you already love, but now you're getting paid for it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Feels authentic because you're genuinely into the products.
Right. It's not like some salesy thing. You're just sharing what you love.
And it gets even better.
Yeah.
Let's say you've become the go-to person for, say, urban gardening.
Okay, I'm listening.
You could create your own stuff. Ebooks with gardening tips, online courses, even like printable planners.
Yeah.
You're packaging your knowledge, selling it directly to your audience.
That's smart. You're not just at the mercy of YouTube ads. You're becoming a brand, an expert in your field.
Exactly. And as you grow, build that authority, you might even land sponsorships, brands wanting to reach your specific audience.
Wow, it really does become a business, doesn't it?
It's about sustainability, building something that lasts.
This is making me rethink my whole approach to YouTube. It's not just about making videos, it's about building a brand, a community, a whole ecosystem. But let's be real, this sounds like a lot. Can one person even handle all of this?
I'm glad you asked that because Parr actually addresses that. He calls it building a video creation assembly line.
A what?
Oh, yeah.
An assembly line. Okay, now I'm really curious.
He's all about not doing everything yourself. You can outsource, hire freelancers for specific tasks, editing, script writing, even voiceovers.
So you're freed up to focus on the big picture stuff, the strategy.
Exactly. It's about scaling up as your business grows.
That makes it feel a lot more manageable. But even if a team, it still seems like a huge time commitment, especially at the beginning.
That's a common concern,
Yeah.
and he tackles it head-on in his FAQs.
Oh, he does. What's the verdict? Does he expect you to quit your day job and go all in on YouTube?
Well, he doesn't give a magic number of hours.
Okay.
Says it really depends on your niche, the type of content you're making.
Right. That makes sense.
But efficiency is key for him.
Got it.
He provides tools and frameworks to streamline everything.
So no wasted time. Got to be efficient.
Exactly. And that actually leads us to another important part of his program.
So we've talked about efficiency, streamlining the whole YouTube game, but I gotta ask, what about support? You mentioned earlier that Parr's program includes this whole private mastermind group thing, right?
Yeah, this is where the community aspect comes in. It's not just about the course material. It's about connecting with people on the same journey.
Okay, I can see that. It's easy to feel like you're in this alone, especially when you're first starting out.
Totally. And that's what this group is for. It's a safe space, you know? You can connect with other students, share your wins, your struggles, ask for advice.
That's huge, having that network, that sounding board. So it's like having a built-in support system right there in the program.
Got it. And Parr himself is very active in the group. He answers questions, gives feedback, offers guidance.
Wow, so it's like having direct access to the man himself. That's pretty cool. It's one thing to learn the strategies, but having someone who's actually been there, done that, to guide you.
Exactly. And get this, he even offers a money-back guarantee.
No way. A money-back guarantee? That's pretty bold.
Right. I mean, it shows how much he believes in his system and his students. No questions asked is what he says.
That's a pretty strong statement. All right, we've covered a lot of ground here. If you had to distill it down to one key takeaway for our listeners, those who are really serious about cracking the YouTube code, what would it be?
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I know it sounds cliche, but Parr really emphasizes that in his program. You got to take action, experiment, find what works for you.
Action over inaction, right?
Absolutely. And he gives you the tools, the knowledge, the support to do just that. But ultimately, it's up to you to take that first step.
It's about turning knowledge into action. Well said. It sounds like Matt Parr's Tube Mastery program gives you the roadmap to YouTube success, but you still have to be the one to drive the car. Great insights. Thanks for taking this deep dive with me.
My pleasure.
And for our listeners, thanks for tuning into this deep dive into the world of YouTube success with Matt Parr's Tube Mastery program. We hope you found it valuable and maybe even a little inspiring. Until next time, keep creating.